Let's start off by counting by fives on a clock. We are at 1 o'clock right now, and we are going to count by fives. 1 o'clock, here we go. Count by fives. You can see the little numbers and it will help you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That was 1 hour. And we are now at 2 o'clock. Sorry, it does not stay. 2 o'clock, 1 hour, 60 minutes. Now we're at 2 o'clock and I am going to put it at a certain time and you're going to tell me what it is. How about this? What time is it? 2:05. 2:05. Now what time is it? Okay, the hour is still 2. It's after 2, but it's still 2. And we are at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 2:25. Now what time is it? It just moved 5 minutes forward. And this should look familiar to you when it's straight down on the 6. What is it? Halfway between 2 and 3? 2:30. All right, one more. Still 2. We haven't gotten to the 3 yet, but I'm way over here. This one's tricky because it looks like we're on the 3, but we're not quite there, so we're still at 2. 2, what number is this? Let's count from the beginning. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 2:50 is the time. 2:50. All right, we'll work on that more another day. Right now, I want you to take a look at the board and see if you can solve this math problem. Your assignment, we're pretending, is 12 math problems. 12 math problems. It takes 5 minutes to do each problem. They must be long, have lots of steps, and you have to read a lot. So each math problem takes 5 minutes. How long does your whole assignment take? I've already written a tape diagram, and I already made 12 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One for each problem. Now each math problem right here is going to take 5 minutes. We need to know how long it's going to take to do all 12. We know we have 12 problems, and we don't know what the total is. Let's count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It would take 60 minutes, would be the answer. 60 minutes to do 12 problems if each problem took 5 minutes. So 60 minutes is the answer. For bonus point, does anybody know another way to say 60 minutes? What is the more common way to say 60 minutes on a clock? 60 minutes is, look, ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 minutes is 1 full hour. So you could say it takes 1 hour to do your math assignment if you had to do 12 problems that took 5 minutes each. Or 1 hour. Now what we're doing today is instead of using a clock to tell time, we're going to use something called a number line. It's very close to a tape diagram. So I'm going to keep the tape diagram there, kind of. And wherever there is a separator, I'm going to put a dash, a tick, a dash, whatever you want to call it. So I'm having 12 of them. I think I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Number lines always have an arrow this way and an arrow this way because time never stops. There was time before I started making the number line, and there's time after I made the number line. Each of these dashes or ticks stands for 5 minutes, just like on the tape diagram. So I'm going to label it. There's supposed to be exactly the same amount of space in between each one. I didn't do it perfectly because I didn't use a ruler. Some of my spaces are bigger, like this one's really big, this one's kind of small. They're supposed to be exactly the same distance apart. If you make your own, you can use a ruler, but you don't have to on your assignment today. All right, here's my number line. Now, how much time, well, I need to have a 0 right here. That'll help us. We got to 60. Okay. How much time would there be from the 0 point to the 10 point? Right here is 5 minutes, and here is 5 minutes. So how much time would go by from here to here? That would be 5, 10. 10 minutes from 0 to 10. All right? How about from 0 to 60? How much time would pass from 0 to 60? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So if you start at 0, all you have to do is look at where you ended, and that's how much time goes. 60 minutes. Now here's a harder one. We're not starting at 0. That makes it harder. How about from 15 to 30? How much time goes past from 15 minutes to 30 minutes? Remember, each section interval is 5 minutes. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 3 sections, 3 groups of 5. It would be 15 minutes go by from the 15 to the 30. Okay, we'll do more of that, but we're going to do it on our worksheet. So go ahead and take your worksheet out. I'll put it up on the board. Okay, I'm going to follow the directions with you and help you to label everything on this number line that you are supposed to do. So let's go through all the steps, A through G, together. You just follow along and do what I do on my number line. You do the same on your number line. Here we go. A tells us to It says Ingrid gets ready for school between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Label the first and the last tick marks as 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So here we go. 7 o'clock looks like this. 8 o'clock looks like this, the first and the last. 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. This is when she gets up. This is when she has to be ready for school. All right, each of these hash tick marks are going to be 5 minutes. So there's going to be 12 5-minute groups between 7 and 8. B. Oops, that's what it says. Each interval represents 5 minutes. Count by 5 starting at 0 or 7 o'clock. Label each 5-minute interval below the number line up to 8 o'clock. Okay, it says we can either label it below. It says label each 5-minute interval below the number line. Okay, so you're going to have to write really small. 7:05, 5, now 7:10, 7:15, 7:20, 7:25, 7:30, 7:35, 7:40, 7:45, 7:50, and 7:55. You can go ahead and pause it if you need more time. 7 is the start of every single one, and we counted like we were going around a clock, 5 minutes each one. C says, Ingrid starts getting dressed at 7:10. Plot a point on the number line to represent this time. Above the point, write D for dressed. This is how you plot a point. You put that right where the tick and the number line cross, right in the middle. Put a dot right on there. And then label it D for dressed. At 7:10 is when she starts getting dressed. Next, D says, Ingrid starts eating breakfast at 7:35. Plot a point on the number line to represent this time. Above the point, write eat, E for eating. 7:35. Right where the tick and the number line match, right at the cross part. Right where they cross, put a dot, that's plotting a point, and you write E for eating breakfast. That's where she eats breakfast. Okay, Ingrid starts brushing her teeth at 7:40. Plot that point on the number line and write a T for teeth. 7:40. Wow, she ate really fast. 7:35 she started eating, and here she's already brushing her teeth. 7:40, T. Brushes her teeth. At 7:45, she packs her lunch. L for lunch, 7:45. She's moving faster. She waits for the bus at 7:55. 7:55, W for wait. This shows you how she spends her time from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock getting ready for school. She gets dressed and ready here. Takes her a long time to get dressed, probably comb her hair and do all that stuff. Then she eats brushes her teeth, makes her lunch. That takes a while, and then she starts to wait for the bus. Nice work. Switching the page. Okay, on this worksheet, we have the times 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. The first directions are label every 5 minutes on the number line shown. So we start at 5 o'clock here at the 0. Let's label the times. 5:05, 5:10, 5:15, 5:20, 5:25, 5:30. You should be halfway there at 5:30. Looks about right. 5:35, 5:40, 5:45, 5:50, 5:55, and then 6 o'clock. We did it right. You can go ahead and pause it if you need more time to write. Label all the times. Okay, when you've got all the times written, it now says draw a line from each clock to the point on the number line which shows its time. Not all of the clocks have matching points. This first clock right here says 8:35. 8:35 is not between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. It's not anywhere close to any of these. So this one, you do not have a spot on the number line for it. This clock looks like your minute hand is between the your hour hand is between the 5 and the 6. So it is still 5 o'clock. So it's not quite 6. So it's 5 what? Let's start at the 12. That would be 5 o'clock and count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Since it's on the 10, it's 5:50. If we're going to draw a line, we got to draw a line all the way over here. 5:50. This is easy. Digital clocks are always easier to read. 5:15, right here. This one is a little past the 6. That means it'd be past here. We don't have it on the number line, so cross it off. It's 10 minutes after 6, 6:10. 5:40, right here. This one is still between the 5 and the 6, so we're good. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5:25. There you go. Next one. Noah uses a number line to locate 5:45. Each interval is 5 minutes. The number line shows the hour from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Label the number line below to show his work. This is the exact same thing we just did. So label your number line the same way. And it says he uses a number line to locate 5:45. So we'll just put a dot at 5:45, but first you're going to need to label all of the spots from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Go ahead and do that. I'll pause it and I'll do it too. Press play when you're done. Okay, you can check and see it's the exact same number line as we had up here. So you could just copy the same numbers down. It went from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. where would 545 be? That's the number we have to plot. There we go, right where the number line meets the tick mark. Right there. Put a circle there, and we're done. The last one is really quick. I'll put it up. Last question says, Tanner tells his little brother that 11:25 comes after 11:20. Do you agree with Tanner? Oh boy, this is tricky because it doesn't say 11:25, it says 11:25 p.m. and 11:20 a.m. Do you agree with Tanner? Why or why not? PM and AM, you've probably seen them before. Do you know what they mean? It's this easy. AM equals morning, before noon. PM is afternoon. So when you read this, it's saying 11:25 in the afternoon comes after 11:20 in the morning. Do you agree or disagree? Agree. Because afternoon comes after morning. The afternoon comes after the morning. And this is saying 11:25 in the afternoon comes after 11:20 in the morning. So, yes, it would be correct. Agree. All right, you've done almost your whole assignment already. You just have a short exit ticket to do on your own. So finish up your math assignment by doing just that little bit on your own, and I'll correct all of this work we did together along with the exit ticket. So thanks for sticking with me and doing all that work with me.